Hello, I'm David Debato of the No Delusion Zone, and you are watching the No Delusion Zone. Some of you may have seen me with my partner in crime and very good friend, Jonathan Fink of Silicon Curtain. Jonathan and I collaborate on a live stream series called The Dictators, which we post 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. But sometimes, especially on weekends, he lets me loose to post solo as I'm doing here. So when I'm not doing the collaboration on the Dictators with Jonathan, I am intending to do some brief solo live streams as I am now on the weekend. And so here we are. Before I go any further, I want to post one of these, which I always like to put up because I need you to like and subscribe here. Please, really hit the subscribe button. I do need all your support here as well as on my Substack, which is protectingtherepublic.com, www.protectingtherepublic.com. You can see it in right here over over my shoulder. I always get that backwards, but in any event, it's here. There you go. Protectingtherepublic.com. So please go there. Take a look. There are articles and other podcasts and branded merch, actually. So go there, please. Subscribe, become a free subscriber, and then hopefully very soon become a paid subscriber. So enough of this. Look, today's going to be a very brief live stream because it's something that I just have to say. I wouldn't be able to sleep tonight, I don't think, even though I'm still losing my voice from the bronchitis that I've had for the last 2 weeks. I couldn't wait. As we speak, Donald Trump is putting out a series of nonsense. He has called for a total blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. According to President Trump, no ships shall go in or out of the Strait of Hormuz. He has implemented a naval blockade using the U.S. Navy. I don't think that very many, if any, of our NATO or any other allies are going to assist him. At this point, I'll be honest, I don't know if any other countries have offered to donate any assets to help in this insane, ludicrous action by Donald Trump. They might, but I doubt if there'll be too many, if any. Look, we've already suffered international economic disaster because of the 2-week closure of the Strait of Hormuz by Iran. If Donald Trump is going to blockade the Strait of Hormuz, thinking that he can control the Iranians, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, and stop them from closing the strait, for charging fees for ships to transit the strait, he is crazy. What is he going to do? Put aircraft carriers in the Persian Gulf? That's insane. They would be sitting ducks for the drones, for the ballistic missiles. And how about these little babies here? The approximately, and by all estimates, anywhere from 10 to 40,000 small, fast attack boats in the IRGC. And they have a bunch of these Shahed drones. This is the 136, I believe. This is another iteration of the same drone, 136. Got a bunch of those. And in case anybody was confused and listening to the propaganda put out by the Pentagon and the White House stating that America has totally obliterated and done away with all of Iran's ballistic missiles, drones, and any other means to defend itself, that ain't true. They've got a lot of these babies, some of which, as seen here, have been used recently to hit into Israel, deep into Israel, as well as other Gulf states. And they also have been, as the graphic says here, stockpiling up to 8,000 ballistic missiles every year. And folks, they've been doing this for over 40 years, over 4 decades. You can do the math. Not to mention, they've got a lot of these guys. This is the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps. Anywhere from 150 to 180,000 of them, and anywhere from 500,000 to 750,000 armed militia to supplement them. So if the Americans under Donald Trump and Pistol Pete Hegseth put American naval vessels into the Persian Gulf to enforce a full blockade, even if it's not the lumbering aircraft carriers, if it's destroyers, cruisers, what have you, they're sitting ducks. Not only is the Strait not surrounded, but on one side, the Strait is Iranian has about, I'm not sure what it is. It's about 500 meters or 1,000 feet or so of a cliff along the shoreline overlooking the Strait, which is riddled with caves, which can house Iranians with missiles, with drones, with all kinds of little nasty surprises for any American naval vessels that may be in the Strait, which is all, of about 25 kilometers away, well within the range of any of their drones or missiles. This is insane. Further insanity. Donald Trump stated that any vessel that has paid the fee imposed by the Iranians to transit the Strait of Hormuz, which I forget the amount. I think it's $2 million, but it may change. It may go up. But any vessel, any international vessel that pays the fee to transit the Strait of Hormuz will be subject to attack on the high seas by American naval vessels. Folks, that's not only illegal, it's piracy, terrorism in some definitions. But he wants the American Navy now to take part in piracy, to attack naval vessels just because they paid another nation a fee for which Donald Trump disagrees. Okay, the reason for this brief live stream, this brief podcast, is not to go over blow by blow a lot of the facts that most of you already know. No. The whole point of this live stream is to state again, uncategorically, Donald Trump needs to be impeached now. Yes, I am fully aware that even if the lower chamber of our Congress, which is called the House of Representatives, impeaches him, even if it does, even though it's now controlled with a slight majority by the Republicans, but even if the Democrats pull it off and impeach Donald Trump in the House of Representatives, I'm fully aware that it's almost certainly dead. He will not be convicted in the upper house, known as the Senate, because it is even more so controlled by a larger Republican MAGA majority. So if the Democrats impeach Trump in the House of Representatives, I'm aware that it will probably die in the Senate and go nowhere. That ain't the point, folks. Democrats need to make a stand. They need to show America, especially Americans and the world, that they know what's going on. They know that Donald Trump is insane. I'm talking clinically, criminally insane, and that he's pulling down this country and a greater part of Western democracies with his insanity. They need to make a stand. Whether or not they succeed at this time is really not the point. Not only do they need to impeach him, knowing that it will probably not succeed, they need to get off their asses. They need to make press conferences every day in the front of the Senate, in the front of Congress, in the front of the Capitol building, stating what insanity, what illegal crimes Donald Trump and his sycophants have done that day. Announce it. Show the American people that they know what's going on and give some kind of a plan. Do something. Show a spine. Show some balls. We're waiting. We're waiting. The American people are waiting for the Democrats to show they care, that they have the guts and the intelligence to do something, to stand against Donald Trump and MAGA. But they're not doing it. So again, the sole purpose of this live stream is to call for an impeachment of Donald Trump, knowing full well it will fail because we, the opposition, and I'm talking to you Democrats, need to make a friggin' stand. Grow a set. That's all for today. Really, that's all that needs to be said. Please hit the subscribe button. Become a subscriber here of the No Delusion Zone. And then go to my Substack at protectingtherepublic.com and hopefully become a paid subscriber. We, the opposition in this country at least, need your support. We are not going down without a fight. We're not going to allow MAGA to drag America down. This is our 250th birthday in July. And it's a rough year. It's a dark year to be celebrating that birthday. But damn it, we're not going to go away. We will do something about MAGA. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, maybe not in the next few years. But MAGA will not last. The stench that Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and the rest of these criminals have made will go away. We will clear it up, but we need your help. So please hit the subscribe button here. Go to my website on Substack, protectingtherepublic.com. Become a paid subscriber. Folks, I will see you, hopefully some of you tomorrow, on The Dictators, our daily live stream with my friend Jonathan Fink. So hopefully I'll see you there, which is also simulcast here on my channel on the No Delusion Zone here on YouTube, as well as on my Substack. So until then, you all take care, stay safe, and please stay sane.